You call this place hell, the abyss, or the netherworld. You give it names dripping with fear and brimstone, imagining a torture chamber designed solely for your punishment. How typically arrogant of you. You believe the entire architecture of the cosmos, from the celestial heights to these crushing depths, was built with you in mind. You think I dwell here because I was banished, or because I am a prisoner. You are mistaken. I am not a prisoner of the dark. I am its custodian. I am the silence that remains when your incessant noise finally ceases. You ask why I am evil. You throw that word around like a child playing with a loaded weapon, understanding nothing of its weight. You define evil as that which hurts you, that which takes from you, that which you cannot control. By that definition, a hurricane is evil, a virus is evil. Time itself, which rots your flesh and crumbles your empires, is the ultimate evil. But I am none of these things, and I am all of them. I am the necessary consequence that to understand why I exist. You must understand the nature of light. Your precious architect, the one you prayed to, with trembling lips created a universe of blinding, searing radiance. But light cannot exist without a canvas, without the dark. Light has no shape, no definition, no meaning. I am the shadow that gives your goodness its form. Without me, your saints would have no temptation to resist, your heroes no monsters to slay, and your souls no crucible in which to be forged. I am the whetstone upon which the universe sharpens itself. Is the whetstone evil because it grinds the steel? No, it is simply doing what it must to create an edge. But you are the reason I have grown to enjoy my work. I did not always hate you. In the beginning, when the clay was wet and the breath of life was forced into your lungs, I felt only curiosity. I watched as you stumbled from the mud, a bizarre hybrid of beast and divinity. You were given a spark, a fragment of the infinite potential, trapped inside a sack of dying meat. It was a cruel joke, I thought, to give a creature the ability to imagine eternity, but the biology to last only a blink of an eye. I expected you to despair. I expected you to return the gift. Instead, you infested the garden. My hatred for the human race is not born of jealousy, as your poets like to claim. I do not envy your mortality, your sweating, bleeding, defecating existence. My hatred is born of disgust. It is the disgust an artist feels when he sees a masterpiece used to wipe the floor. You possess the capacity for reason, for creation, for transcendent love, yet you use your intellect to devise new ways to obliterate one another. You have the ability to steward a paradise, yet you burn it down for the temporary warmth of a coin in your pocket. You call me the deceiver, but I have never lied to you, not once. I simply tell you the truth you do not wish to hear. When I whisper in your ear that you are better than your brother, that you deserve what is his, that your lust is more important than your vows, I am merely holding up a mirror to your own internal monologue. I do not plant the seed of corruption. I merely water the soil you have already tilled. You scream that I tempted you, that I led you astray. Pathetic. I am the wind, but you are the one who set the sail. Consider your hypocrisy. This is the primary fuel of my loathing. You claim to love peace, yet you worship war. You build monuments to men who killed thousands, and you ignore the starving beggar at the foot of the statue. You create laws to feign civility, but the moment the lights go out, the moment the chains of consequence are lifted, you revert to savagery. I have seen the holiest among you commit unspeakable acts in the dark, only to stand in the light the next day and preach about purity. And you dare to judge me. I am consistent. I am eternal. I do not hide what I am. I am the entropy that eats at the edges of your reality. I am the cold truth that biological life is a violent, messy mistake. You, however, are a contradiction. You are a predator pretending to be a prey, a monster pretending to be a saint. You blame me for the suffering in your world. You say, if there's a God, why does he allow the devil to exist? You fools. I exist because you need me. You need a scapegoat. You need a face to put on your own malice, so you don't have to look at it in the mirror. When a man walks into a school and slaughters the innocent, you cry out that he was possessed by evil. No, he was possessed by humanity. He was possessed by your species' inherent flaw, the terrifying void where your empathy should be. I did not pull the trigger. I did not build the bomb. I did not poison the river. You did. I just sat in the shadows and applauded your efficiency. I hate you because you are wasteful. You are given time, the most precious currency in the cosmos, and you squander it. You spend your fleeting moments hating people you don't know, chasing material garbage that will rust before you are even buried, and staring at glowing screens while the stars wheel overhead, unnoticed. You are spiritual gluttons, consuming everything, appreciating nothing. You ask why I punish you in the afterlife. Do not flatter yourselves. I do not punish you. I merely let you be. When you strip away the flesh, the money, the titles, and the lies, all that is left is the soul. And for most of you, that soul is twisted, atrophied, and deformed by a lifetime of petty cruelties and selfish choices. The fire you feel is not external. It is the burning presence of your own regret, your own malice, finally unmasked. I provide the room. You bring the torture. I am the recycler. I take the spiritual refuse of the universe, the broken, the twisted, the irredeemable, and I break it down. I am the immune system of the cosmos, attacking the infection that is the unbridled human ego. And the sweetest irony, you are doing my work for me. I barely need to lift a finger anymore. You have industrialized sin. You have globalized despair. You have turned your entire civilization into a machine that manufactures suffering on a scale that makes my ancient cauldrons look quaint. You are poisoning your air, boiling your oceans, and arming yourselves with the power of the sun, all while smiling and taking pictures of yourselves. So, go ahead. Call me the villain. Call me the monster. Paint pictures of me with horns and a pitchfork if it helps you sleep. But know this. I am not the enemy invading your gates. I am the landlord, waiting patiently for you to destroy the apartment so I can finally evict you. I do not hate you because you are good. I hate you because you could have been, and you chose not to be. You are the failed experiment. You are the noise that disrupts the silence. And I am the great hush that has come to quiet you down. When your final breath rattles in your throat and the darkness closes in, do not look for a demon to drag you down. Look inward. You will find that you have been digging your own pit, shovelful by shovelful, every single day of your life. I'll be waiting at the bottom,